afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call. This is Jared Rand for 3 p.m. Eastern, May 16th, 2019. In today's meditation, wouldn't it be nice if you could close your eyes for a few moments and then open them, and everything that you put yourself into thinking or feeling that you would like to have, the kind of life that so many people seem to strive for on this planet, how you would perceive it, how you would like to have things. Oftentimes through our lives we're told that, well, that's just silly, you can't have that, that's preposterous, that's so far-fetched, it's a la-la land, and that's not reality. You can't have that, that's not reality. That's never going to happen. That can't be, or that can't work, or that can't be done. And that's drummed into us over and over and over again. And from the time when we're young, real young children, and we aspire and we imagine and we create in our hearts and minds, and we build, and it's endless. And then as we go, we drop more and more of that off, bury it deep, and lock it up. Because we're always told that, as we expand our imaginations and we become more and more excited about something, and then, you feel compelled at times to share it with people, and then inevitably, the majority chop it down, say, that's just crazy, wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, it would be, but that's not going to happen. Those types of things, those types of comments. But imagine that you were able to close your eyes and deeply from the heart mind visualize the life, the existence, that you would desire, want to live. And that includes your joy, your inner joy and happiness and prosperity and abundance. You project that out into this life. So everything that you experienced in that life was total harmony and bliss, which then motivated you even more to expand more and to create more for yourself and a civilization of the planet. So it'd be an unending happiness that you are on a continual upward swing. Now, have you ever there was a series a long time ago, a while back, that talked about if people didn't exist on the planet, there was no humanity. All the buildings and structures and everything would literally disintegrate. Do you know what keeps everything together? Everything that keeps everything together. If you took a city and it was abandoned, over a period of time, grass would crack through the pavement and start growing up, and you'd have plants and shrubs and everything breaking up through the cement. You would have the buildings would start deteriorating, and eventually, over a long period of time, they'd disintegrate. It's because what keeps everything stable is us. That's a distinct connection to us as creators. And we don't think about that because we take it for granted. We just figure, no, that's all been put there, and that's all, it's just normal. We don't have to, that's just there. And we just don't notice it. We don't pay attention to it. But it's our conscious intent and mind intent that keeps the pavement stable and it keeps the grounds and everything. You ever notice in cities and stuff, you really don't see grass growing right up through the road or through the pavements. You don't see that, not unless it's been abandoned. So no attention's being given to it. See what I mean? So as the attention of the consciousness of the collective of the civilization stops paying attention to it, it deteriorates. It's an inevitability. Research it, look, you'll see. It's an inevitability. Now, they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to talk about that stuff. See, they don't want anybody to know that that's the case. But we are the creators of everything. We create it all. Okay? Now, people say, well, what if there was nobody on Earth? Earth is a living being entity. So, Gaia, Terra Christus. So what would happen is that she would continue and operate. Period. More life would be created on it, and so on and so forth. We are pure divine light energy. So we the spirit of Gaia is housed within spirit of Gaia, the divinity. The divinity is housed in these bodies that we are. It is exactness that we can, through clear consciousness, understand that we are the ones that determine what is, what will be, and what has been. We are the ones that determine that. That is not an ego. That is a clear, concise fact. They don't discuss it. They don't go into detail about it. It is just not. They don't want others to wake to it. The more you focus, the more our conscious existence and the mind of the civilization understands that and clarifies that. It then becomes, it materializes more succinctly and clearly so that we understand who and what we are, and so that we then begin to understand it. We look at something and we say, this isn't serving the greater good. It's not helping our civilization. It's not assisting in a good direction, a healthy, happy direction, a joyous direction. So therefore, we no longer want it to have power. So we move away from it. We don't give it any attention. And that's the point of the clarity of the civilization. Once in unity understands that if there's something that we don't care to have engaged with the civilization, whatever it may be, that harms, that destroys, that unsettles, that disturbs, that cracks and frays and stresses and pressures, we can eliminate it. Seriously. Problem has been is that as they continue to keep the civilization separated and disharmonized, it's very difficult for synergy and completeness coming together as a one to rectify situations that have been perpetrated on this planet. That's why it is so important as we continue to expand on these meditations on this planet, as we continue to grow. It is a strong wave taking over the negativities and the low vibrational frequencies of the planet, which means that in due course and in due time, we rectify all of the cracks and the stress fractures in this civilization on this planet, so that we begin to harmonize and strengthen love, peace, joy, prosperity. And it is intent through the heart-mind that ignites this. And I guarantee you, as we continue to spread, as we continue to build in number, more and more will come in on their own decision to participate, because they will begin to realize and also experience the massive shift that's taking place at this very moment with this planet and with this civilization, and the enlightenment and advancement into higher density, higher dimension, higher frequency, which means more bliss, more joy, more love. And it is a continual transition that we are on this journey. It just continually advances. So our power is our intent of our confidence without ego to create bliss. And we know what bliss is. It's happiness, it's joy, it's prosperity, it's everything. And then beyond bliss, and this meditation, which is another term for heaven, NIRVANA. That's this meditation, NIRVANA. And that's where we're heading, guys. That's where we are going. We will create heaven or nirvana with this planet. We have done it with others. We are now doing it with this. Just as the dark hearts have done with other planets in their destructive path, we are healing and we are reversing their effect on this universe. So, if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I am sure most of you are, and relax. Remember to move into the now. Being. All you have to do is just be. Quiet yourself and just be. Be a spectator. You know, watch the thoughts come in and come out. Don't participate in them. But don't fight them, okay? Just have the others come in and come out, come in and come out. And as you do this, you'll find a sense of total peace and tranquility. And you'll relax. And your shoulders will drop, and your body will relax, and you're in the now. You're not fighting anything. You're not stressing on everything. You're just at peace. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, just not right now. And as you're doing that, you're going to want to breathe. And you want to breathe through the nose and out the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And then exhale through the mouth. As you do this, you want to do it at least, as I'm talking, 6 times. Breathing is so empowering. It's so important. So, as you breathe in divine positive energy. We're all connected to the collective consciousness of the universes. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be. And this is omnipotently powerful and far-reaching. And it communicates to us all the time. And as it communicates to our God within us, we then begin to realize that transform sacred space into deep eternal love and bliss. And that's what we're doing here, while we're here, with this planet, this life form. And as we continue in our togetherness, our collective consciousness, to uplift all of the civilization, all life, the planet, solar system, and beyond. This communication comes in to clarify for us and to identify with our God within us, that we have a clear purpose, direction. And it is deep eternal love for all life, for each other, for ourselves. The more of this that we saturate the planet and all life with, the more frequency increases and rises to a level where we can then start moving towards nirvana. Now, as we breathe out, we're breathing out, and we know this, we know it within ourselves, the disharmonious frequencies that we seem to attract or create unknowingly. But see, at this point, we should have a pretty darn good idea of what those things are. What is it that we attract, that we complain about, that we stress about, that we become irritated about? Doesn't take long to figure out what those are. And once we do, we become the masters and commanders and the light ships. We begin to identify and understand without anger, without suppression, with deep eternal love, that these things we create for ourselves. And as easily as we can create them, it's just as easily to dispel them by changing our frequency, moving higher and higher into deep eternal love, moving higher and higher with our omnipotent power to shift everything in a much higher frequency and density. We fold in and we move in to our heart-mind, and we find ourselves floating above the heart, effortlessly, just floating. You're in the now, you're being in the now, and you're at peace. As you do this, you become completely immersed and joined with your God, with our spirit, our soul. However you want to identify the higher self within you, within your body. And this is it is a constant love and interaction with our God self. It is empowering, this union that we have, this relationship. And it's immediate. And as soon as we do this, we become much more enlightened and happier and complete. And we understand that we are the masters and commanders and creators of the universe, of the solar system, of these planets, of the stars. The stars are suns. And quite frankly, all life. This is how intricate we are connected with all things. We are all protected in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father, God, our family. emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, and again the golden white pink light, prime source, creator God, mother, father God. And this swirls with us, it blends with us. We are part of these energies, these frequencies. And wherever we go, this is what we are. It's part of us. And we are completely protected in these spheres. Always. 24/7. And the only thing that can penetrate them is the golden white pink light of prime source, creator God. More deep eternal love. We are in exuberation. We are moving into the highest of highs. This is our journey. This is our adventure. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, again, which is at the center circumference, the equator of Gaia, of this planet Earth. And it begins to hum and vibrate at a very high frequency of deep eternal love. And it glows and it vibrates, and as it glows, it gives off light plumes of fire. And not the kind of fire that burns, but the kind of fire of intense, deep, eternal love. And as we've formed this, we are immediately called to call on from all of those who participate with us, asking. And we call upon all of the light energy beings and all densities and all existences and all universes and beyond the ribbon of creation. They are of the highest, deepest eternal love, and from the highest, deepest eternal love. Even in the densities that is scarce, they are of the highest high. And they come in and they are humbled, and they are in deep eternal love with all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, as we are. And we embrace, and we are thankful for them, and we appreciate them as they do us, and they join us, and they come in the numbers in the googolplexes. Understand that they fill the sacredness of space in the solar system. And they branch out throughout this galaxy in a 360-degree fan wave. And we continue to expand out into the universe. And we make contact with all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. And we transmute it into deep eternal love. And our circle, our halo, our circle of light expands and grows, both in circumference and just total mass. And we float slowly above the planet, effortlessly. And we call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels who are of the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. And they come quickly, and they fold in to our circle. And they merge with us. We feel their energy. We embrace them as they do us. And this is the highest high of deep eternal love, joy, peace, and prosperity. This is our essence. And we thank them, and they're in gratitude and humbleness as we are. And we expand and grow, and you can see this through your heart mind, and we experience every single inch of it continuously, being totally saturated and just literally covered and flooded inside and out with this deep, eternal love light energy. And it keeps bringing us to a higher understanding and consciousness of nirvana. We call upon all of the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Gaia, El Moria, Evidentia. All of these Ascended Masters ascended out of body in mastering their consciousness. And they come of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, in the highest vibrational frequency. And they join us gladly. Many names that have not even been alleged with this civilization. They join us. This is a celebration of the highest high for all of us. And they come in and we embrace them. They embrace us. We love them and they love us. We're humbled as they are for all of us to come together. And as we do, we expand and grow even more. And our concentration of love light energy is immeasurable. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, and beneath the earth, all of those of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, in purity, in understanding, and of the highest benevolence, generosity, and they come and they merge with us quickly, and we embrace, and we are one, and we grow, and we can touch all that there is, ever will be, ever has been. We are saturating all that there is in deep eternal love. We call upon all of the off-worlders who have been assisting the civilization of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deep eternal love, in total peace, prosperity, and harmony, in benevolence, in humbleness, in generosity, assisting the civilization in its enlightenment, in its harmony, in its evolution, and its ascension. And are freeing ourselves of bondage. That we no longer create our own prisons for ourselves. That our energies seek out the highest high of deep eternal love and become the highest high of deep eternal love. And we thank them, and they join us. They are with us. We embrace, and we are humbled by their presence as they are ours. And our circle grows in advance, and size, and power, and distance, and radius. We call upon all of our loved ones who have left their bodies at this time, and all lifetimes that we have inhabited, who are the deepest, highest eternal love, and from the deepest, highest eternal love, in benevolence and kindness and generosity and humbleness, and they join us immediately, and they merge with us. They are one with us, and we embrace them and love them as they do us, and we expand, and our glory is grand. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this time. And those are the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the others of the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love, and they come in the highest gratitude and the greatest benevolence, in total love and joy. We're all one. Feel that energy. It's releasing, it's freeing. It is deep, penetrating, eternal love light energy of which we are. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It sets center circle above us. It can be seen from all densities, all universes, all existences, even beyond the ribbon of creation. It is pure, of the highest high of deep eternal love. It saturates all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion, unending. It keeps the frequencies of the meditations in the highest high. The only thing that can join it is deep, deep, deep eternal love. We feel it as it saturates the tops of our heads in physical form. It literally floods and saturates our body inside and out, head to toe, as well as our etheric presence. We feel in bloom, in expansion. We can see the eternal love light energy of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. We can see as our wave penetrates and saturates the entire universe, all that there is, ever will be, ever has been. And we feel the transition into total love light energy. We are moving our energy, our frequencies, more and more into the direction of pure nirvana. This is a complete pure peace. It is a complete pure harmony. It is a complete pure existence. It is total generosity, gratitude, humbleness, joy, love, caring, nurturing, supportiveness. It's in its purest form in nirvana. We look down upon a planet and we see all of our brothers and sisters who we deeply love, all of them, deeply care for, and all the life that God light energy has decided to be a part of. And we see this as it folds down across the planet as a blanket, complete, encircles the total circumference, the total Gaia, her entire existence. It comes down in the form of a mist, and it starts with the crown of the heads of all life on the planet. And it then saturates and floods their entire existence, from their beginning to their end of physical being and of God being. It purifies, it strengthens deep eternal love within all life on this planet. It accelerates the draw that we all have to be in nirvana. A total peace, joy, happiness, and prosperity, kindness, smooth, uninterrupted, total, complete joy and love. flooding and saturating all life on this planet, all of our brothers and sisters. And to us, all life, not just human, but all life is our brother and sister. We exude the power of creation. We are the power of creation. We move everything into the deep, eternal love light energy and then into nirvana. And nirvana, as some call heaven, is where our home has always been. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. of, and we are, the immensity of this transition from low frequency to high. Well on our way. You can feel it in your heart mind. You can feel it as it saturates all of you. And when we are in complete nirvana, of a total in love, peace, prosperity, and joy and happiness, can't you feel as we are literally moving into it? We can feel its love, its energy. We are drawn to it. Take this throughout the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have a special time